City Council, Tuesday, May 15, 2012. Residents entered the council chambers to express concerns for decisions being made in the community and to be informed of the city's mid-year review report. Consent Calendar 2. Staff approved $2,000 in public art funds for the maintenance and conservation of the Jazz Woman by artist Sandra Zabi, as recommended by the Arts Commission. CC3. Council adopted Resolution 12-53, amending the 2011-2012 fiscal year budget to reflect receipt of an additional $32,948 for senior meals and care management services. Consent Calendar 4. Staff approved an agreement in the amount of $233,070 with the Creative Contractors Corporation for the playground installation at Inglewood Parks contract. CC5. Council adopted Resolution 12-54, amending the 2011-2012 fiscal year budget to reflect funding in the amount of $200,000 for the Percent for the Arts program. 01. Staff adopted Ordinance 12-07, amending Chapter 12 of the Inglewood Municipal Code to create a sign overlay zone. 04. Council made a motion to waive further reading and adopted Ordinance 12-10, approving the development agreement between the City of Inglewood, MSG Forum Inc., and the Forum Enterprises Inc. DR1. A staff report was given outlining the fiscal year 2011-2012 mid-year review. Council was under the gun and had to introduce a new agenda item. It came along with a 30-page document explaining the Third Amendment to the draft recognized obligation payment schedule for the period between January 1st, 2012 and June 30th, 2012. Members of the community were not pleased with this at all.
This here, these pages here I can read, and this that was given out to us tonight is just unjust. We can't read it. And I'm totally dissatisfied, and I want that to go on record.
Every resident in this community should go Saturday to Lawndale Community Center and speak to Controller John Chang and ask him not to approve anything passed by this City Council until at least the public has had the right to review, not in 7 minutes, 30 pages.
We're giving our tax money back to the government. Just like we had to give money back when we didn't meet schedules. That's your responsibility. It's not the residents. We're paying our taxes. And we expect to get back from the state government what is ours.
This action was promulgated by an email and a notice from the Department of Finance, wherein it was indicated that if the ROPS had not been approved by the Oversight Board and submitted to the Department of Finance on or before the end of the month, May 31st, that a risk would be run that the property taxes that are supposed to be distributed by the county on June 1st would not be distributed to those successor agencies that did not have approved ROPS in place.
There's 2 ROPS here. We have 2 periods, one between January to June and the other from July to December. The second ROPS was to be approved by May 1st, and that one was actually approved on April 24th. The county was going to modify the way we typically receive tax increment. Our estimates always included something called, what was called a pension levy. They had determined that no, they're no longer going to include that as part of tax increment, and since our ROPS included those amounts of available funds to us, the Oversight Board, instead of approving it, asked us to bring the ROPS back to the successor agency so they could modify the ROPS to reflect the fact that there was a reduction in available revenue.
For more detailed information, log on to www.cityofinglewood.org. Click on the How Do I tab. Scroll down to View City Council Agendas. Scroll down one more time to the City Council date that you're looking for. Double click, download it to your computer, and you're all set to go.